In a few minutes, we will talk about 5 scholarships for international students. Note that this is not for only Africans, but for anyone around the globe who wishes to pursue their education outside their home country. So stick with me as I take you through a brief intro of each scholarship, the funding type of the scholarship, academic level, eligibility benefits, and timelines, as well as the documents you need to make the application a success. If you are new to this channel, you're welcome. Kindly leave a subscription so you get updates on the new videos we post. And if you've been with us since day one, make sure to comment any difficulties in the comment section. Let's get started. The very first scholarship we'll be talking about is the Gates Cambridge Scholarship, established by the Bill Melinda Gates Foundation. So, this scholarship awards about 80 full cost opportunities annually to outstanding international applicants for postgraduate studies at the University of Cambridge. It builds a global network of leaders committed to improving lives with emphasis on intellectual ability, leadership, and societal impact. Around 2/3 are for PhD students. So the funding type, it is fully funded. For the academic level, the scholarship is open to postgraduate students, primarily PhD, but also MLITT and 1 year master's courses. It excludes undergraduates and certain professional degrees like MBA and MD. For the eligibility criteria, citizens of any country outside the UK applying for full-time PhD, including part-time pilot for 2024, are eligible. MLITT or 1 year postgraduate course at Cambridge. Exclusions include undergraduate, MAST, MBA, etc. Standard intellectual ability, strong fit for chosen course, commitment to improving others' lives. Leadership potential, current Cambridge students can apply for new degrees. However, no funding is available for ongoing courses. The benefits include university composition fee, maintenance allowance, which is about 21,000 euros per year pro rata, and single economy airfare to or from UK, visa and immigration health surcharge, discretionary funding for academic development, that's about 500 to 2,000 euros, and dependent children can also receive 11,604 per one and up to 16,508 per multiple. And field work includes maternity or paternity leave, and also any hardships faced will be covered by the Gates Cambridge Scholarship. So, which documents are involved for a successful application? You need to provide the graduate admission application, and it would include academic background and plans. You also have to provide the Gates Cambridge questions, right? There are 4 short essay questions on excellence, course choice, commitment, and leadership. Every detail is on their website. And research proposal also, and that's for PhD students. Gates Cambridge reference, that is 2 academic references. So the application link is in the description below. Just check it out. And for that matter, all the scholarships we're talking about today have the application link in the description below. Expected day 2, expect a reply. Includes December 10th, 2025 for US applicants. Now, scholarships will be offered by February 2nd, 2026 in that vein. For others, the outcome will be seen by March 4th, 2026, and the offer will be on the 6th of April 2026, and you have to accept the offer within 72 hours. The second scholarship we're talking about is the Chevening Scholarship. Now, the Chevening Scholarship is a prestigious program funded by the UK Foreign, Commonwealth and Development Office, FCDO, and partner organizations, enabling outstanding emerging leaders from around the world to pursue 1 year master's degree in the UK. It focuses on professional and academic development, networking, experiencing UK culture, and building lasting positive relationships with the UK, equipping scholars to bring their ideas to life and contribute to global change upon returning home. It's a fully funded scholarship, and the academic level is master's. So if you're pursuing master's, you might want to consider the Chevening Scholarship. So let's talk about the eligibility criteria. Applicants must be citizens of a Chevening eligible country or territory. We'll talk about that in a bit. However, you must commit to returning home for at least 2 years after the scholarship ends and have at least 2,800 hours of work experience, and it's equivalent to about 2 years full time, including part time, voluntary, or internships, but not experience during studies. You must also hold an undergraduate degree qualifying for a UK master's program completed at least 2 years before the application deadline. And this certificate for this particular thing will be required by the interview stage. And you must also apply to 3 different eligible UK university courses and receive at least one unconditional offer by the deadline, and not hold British or dual citizenship, with exceptions for British overseas territories from Hong Kong, not have refugee status in a non-eligible country. You must not be a current or former employee or relative of the UK government, British embassies or high commissions, British Council or sponsoring UK universities within the last 2 years, and not have previously studied in the UK on a UK government funded scholarship. Having a prior master's degree does not disqualify applicants, but graduates after October 2023 are ineligible due to insufficient time for work experience. So the benefits included covers full university tuition fees, a monthly living stipend, economy class return airfare to the UK, an arrival allowance, a homeward departure allowance, the cost of one visa application, and a travel grant for attending Chevening events in the UK. Additional grants may be available for study-related needs. So for the timelines, applications are open on August 5th, 2025 at 12 o'clock UTC and close on October 7, 2025 at 12 o'clock UTC GMT or GMT. And reading committee assessment occur from mid-October 2025 to January 2026. Shortlisting notifications for interview are sent by mid-February 2026. Interviews take place from March to April 2026 as British embassies or high commissions. At least one unconditional UK university must be submitted by July 9, 2026 at 17 BST, right? So studies begin in October 2026. So which documents do you need to actually make this scholarship a success? The required documents include proof of citizenship, that's passport or national ID, undergraduate degree certificate or transcripts, evidence of work experience, English language test results, 2 reference letters, and unconditional offer letters from UK universities. All must be uploaded to the online application system. Okay, so countries that can apply: over 160 countries and territories worldwide, excluding high-income countries like the US, EU members, Australia, and sanctioned countries, includes most developing nations such as Ghana, India, Nigeria, Pakistan, and many others in Africa, Asia, Latin America, and the Middle East. So full list is available on the application page by selecting your country. So for the application method, you apply directly to the awarding organization, that's Chevening, by filling out the online application form on their website. Not mandatory to apply through your country's scholarship program. Though interviews occur at local British embassies or high commissions. Expected date to expect a reply. So let's talk about the timelines then. Shortlisting for interviews will be by mid-February 2026 and interview results announced by mid-June 2026. This sends us to the next scholarship to talk about, and that's the Commonwealth PhD Scholarships. So the Commonwealth PhD Scholarships, funded by the UK Foreign, Commonwealth and Development Office under the Commonwealth Scholarship and Fellowship Plan, targets high quality graduates from least developing and vulnerable countries for full-time doctoral study at the UK universities. So the program emphasizes research with developmental impact, building teaching and research capacity, fostering international collaboration, and developing future leaders, teachers, or researchers who will contribute to their home country's development. It is a fully funded scholarship, and the academic level is PhD. For the eligibility criteria, an applicant must be a citizen or have refugee status in an eligible Commonwealth country, or be a British protected person, be permanently resident in an eligible Commonwealth country, be available to start studies in UK by September 2026, hold a first degree of at least upper second class, that's 2:1, honors, or a lower second class degree plus a relevant postgraduate qualification by September 2026. You must not be registered for a PhD or MPhil leading to PhD at a UK or home university before September or October 2026. You must be enabled to afford UK study without the scholarship and provide all supporting documentation. Disabled applicants not meeting academic requirements may be considered via the Commonwealth Disabled People's Forum nominator. So the benefits include approved return airfare to or from the UK, full tuition fees, monthly stipend, that's about 1,452 or 1,781 euros in London, warm clothing allowance, study travel grant, field work cost, that's one return airfare, paid midterm visit home, family allowances, that's 313 euros per month, up to 9 months for your spouse, 313 first and 154 second or third, under 16 or 622 first for single parents. Additional support for disabled scholars based on needs assessment will be provided. So for the timelines, the application is open in 2025 and close on October 14, 2025 at 16 o'clock BST. Nominators submit to CSC by December 2025 and studies begin in September 2026. The documents involved include your proof of citizenship or refugee status, full transcript of all higher education qualifications, at least 2 references, and should be PDF signed on letterhead, and also supporting statement from a proposed UK supervisor. Now, the countries that can apply include Bangladesh, Cameroon, the Gambia, Kenya, Kiribati, Lesotho, Malawi, Mozambique, Nigeria, Pakistan, Rwanda, Sierra Leone, Solomon Islands, Sri Lanka, Tanzania, Togo, Tuvalu, Uganda, and Zambia. All details will be found on their site. So the application method, it's not direct, so you have to apply through a participating nominator, right? So something like the Ghana Scholarship Secretariat for Ghanaian applicants, right? So nominators have their own criteria and deadlines. CSE does not accept direct applications. So expected date to expect a reply. So the outcomes notified by July 2026 via email. So let's move on to the fourth scholarship, which is the Commonwealth Master's Scholarship. So the fourth scholarship we'll talk about is the Commonwealth Master's Scholarships. So this is funded by the UK Foreign, Commonwealth and Development Office under the CSFP. These scholarships support talented individuals from low and middle income Commonwealth countries for full-time taught master study in the UK. They focus on sustainable development, leadership, and returning home to apply skills for national benefits. Funding type, it's fully funded. And the academic level is master's. For the eligibility criteria, an applicant must be a citizen of or refugee in an eligible Commonwealth country or British protected person, permanently resident in an eligible country, available to start in UK by September 2026. You must also hold upper second class degree or lower second class plus relevant postgraduate qualification by September 2026. Unable to afford UK study without scholarship, provide all documentation and preference for those without prior UK masters. Disabled applicants may qualify via CDPF if academic criteria is unmet. Second masters requires justification. So the benefits include return airfare, full tuition, stipend, warm clothing allowance, study travel grant, child allowance for single parents, and additional support for disabled scholars. The timelines include the opening of the application, which is in 2025, typically September, and close on 14th October 2025. Nominators must submit by December 2025. Study start in September October 2026. Documents involved include proof of citizenship, full transcript, at least 2 references. Now, countries that can apply include Bangladesh, Belize, Botswana, Cameroon, Dominica, Eswatini, Fiji, Gabon, the Gambia, Ghana, Grenada, and the list goes on and on and on. Right. Small island developing states may apply under a special program. So you do all that research on their site. And the application method is to apply through a nominator. Example, national agencies like the Ghana Scholarship Secretariat. If not, you have to investigate which one or the agency that runs in your country, then you apply through them. Expected date to expect a reply, and the outcomes is by July 2026 via email. The next scholarship we're talking about is the SAID Foundation Scholarship. So the SAID Foundation Scholarship, offered since 1984, support outstanding individuals with leadership potential from the Middle East to pursue one-year master's degree in the UK. The program empowers through education, focusing on subjects beneficial to home country development and encouraging community service. So it's a fully funded scholarship for master's programs, right? And 1-year course is only eligible. No undergraduate or PhD will be allowed. The eligibility criteria: if you're from Syria, Jordan, Lebanon, or Palestine, this is a scholarship you'd want to consider. You must demonstrate course relevance to home country development, apply to a partner university, show academic excellence, leadership potential, community commitment, career goals, and ability to apply UK knowledge at home. It covers full tuition, living expenses, airfare, visa, and other study-related costs. The timelines include the application, which is open in August 1st, 2025 at 9 a.m. and closed in October 31st, 2025. Evidence of university applications will be due in January 30th, 2026. An assessment will happen in November 2025 to January 2026. Interviews will be on March 2026 and studies start autumn 2026. So the documents involved include high school certificate or marks, university transcripts or graduate certification, passport or national ID, an English test certificate, UK university for letters or application, evidence, and 3 reference letters. CV with a maximum of 2 pages and no photo is required. Countries that can apply once again include Syria, Jordan, Lebanon, and Palestine. The application method is to apply directly to the Said Foundation via their online portal, and you must also apply to UK universities separately. No country scholarship program required. The expected date to expect a reply. Ineligible applicants will be notified in December 2025 and non-shortlisted March 2026, and final outcomes by early June 2026. So that is our 5 current scholarships for international students. So if you found this helpful, leave a like and also leave a comment in case you have any question. Check the description box below for the respective links. Guys, see you in the next video. Bye bye.